So next, you get into podcasting or you get into coaching?
It all happened at the same time. Like
Okay.
I can tell you that I'm a multi-passion person. And
Yeah.
so I started the coaching, and not only did I wanted to speak by doing it in person, I needed to have a place on social,
Mm-hmm.
because social it's one of the places it came free.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to take out time
Mm-hmm.
to be doing networking in person.
Mm-hmm.
What I was struggling with back then when I started the business was attending these networking events. Networking is important, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a way of building relationship, and that's how your word of mouth comes around.
Mm-hmm.
But I was working this full-time job, that job that paid the bill,
Mm-hmm.
and so I didn't have the luxury of going around attending these networking events.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got really strategic about where am I going to spend my energy.
Yeah.
And social media became one of my place, the go-to place as part of that marketing strategy. And in order to get noticed, you better be sure that you have stories to tell,
Mm-hmm.
right?
I agree. Yeah.
And so what better way than starting a podcast? And I'm kind of introverted. I'm very introverted in the
Mm-hmm.
way that I need my space, and I enjoy the privacy of my home.
Mm-hmm.
And podcasts really allow me to do that. I
Yeah.
don't have to be on video quite often, unless I want to. And podcast is something that's easy. You turn on the microphone, you record your segment, and you
Mm-hmm.
get your message out,
Right.
right? So when I started the coaching business, I needed something to share on my social.
Right.
And I quickly realized that sharing your story would be one of the way that you get your message out. So
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of storytelling initially on my podcast. It was all about overcoming the negative self-talk. And initially it was called Perfectly Normal
Mm-hmm.
Podcast, which then I pivoted later. Now the podcast has a new name. It's called Make It Visible.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, perfectly normal has a connotation of it's normal, but then, how just being normal doesn't capture or doesn't make you amazing or great, right?
Right.
You got to make it visible.
Yeah.
And so it took evolution. I think everything that we do in business or in life, it's about evolution.
Yeah.
Can you grow from where you used to be? And